Well, I am going to attempt to finally try to carve an eagle. We'll see how this comes out. Just realized I'm not wearing my chaps. I'm gonna go put those on. Alright, so I am trying something out a little different. Someone mentioned about to basically lose the music, and I agree. No offense to the person that made that song that I used in the last video, but I'm not really a fan of listening to the music. Actually, most of the time when I'm listening to or watching YouTube videos, especially carving videos, I mute them anyway. I mean, if they're talking, I'll unmute it, but if it's just music or listening to them, I will mute it so I don't listen to the music either. So I'm gonna try talking through it. I'm carving an eagle. I've always wanted to do an eagle. Actually, it's kind of funny. This is how I started carving. My husband cut a tree down in the front of the house, and I told him to leave a stump on it because I wanted to purchase a flying eagle chainsaw carving that we could put up on top of that stump. And after a while of looking at them, I'm like, gosh, these are expensive. And I've been an artist my whole life. I have tried so many things, found things that I liked and didn't like. I really like realism and drawing with a pencil, and I like painting, and I paint animal skulls, like on animal skulls. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go get my daughter some more water. So yeah, I don't remember where I was, but, oh yeah, the carving of an eagle. So I was looking up different carvings online, and I couldn't believe how expensive they were, and I got thinking about it. I've tried a lot of things. I could try that. My husband cuts trees down for a living. He has his own business, so we have piles of logs everywhere, and I have to look at them all the time. And I've been trying to come up with something that we could do with them to utilize the logs so that they're not sitting in giant piles. And I'm home all day because I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'm home all day looking at them, and I'm like, I wonder if I could get over my fear of a chainsaw, and maybe I could learn to chainsaw carve. Everyone kind of laughed at me at first when I said I was going to try, because I'm one to say lots of things. I try a lot of different things, and I don't usually stick with anything because I just realize I don't really like it or whatever it may be. But I spent a whole month every night after the kids went to bed just watching carving videos, people carving. I think I've watched every video on YouTube. And I'm like, man, that looks like a lot of fun. I think I would really enjoy this. So my husband actually surprised me for our anniversary in September with a steel 162 with a carving bar chainsaw on it, or with a carving bar on the chainsaw, and I was so nervous to try it, but it was, once I got used to it, I bought myself chaps and everything too, just for safety, and I made a couple pumpkins, and I'm like, ooh, this is cool. So that's kind of where it started. Alright, we're gonna try this. It's a lot darker. I'm trying to give it, I wanted to give it a old look, but not a perfect look, but I wanted it a reddish tint since he's dark brown, well, going to be dark brown. I don't know if I like this, so we'll see. It kind of, yeah, it's giving it that weird funky look that I kind of am going for. I want it to look not so red, but have a red tint. know what? Let's just do this. He's in here. Oh my gosh! Okay, nope. This is what happens when you don't watch your kids. Okay. He put his hand right in my stain. It is time to go in the bouncer now. And let's wash your hands. Okay, I gotta handle this. And so now I'm like, yay, I'm gonna carve an eagle. And this eagle definitely came out looking kind of funny. I actually almost painted him to look like a hawk because he kind of came out looking like a hawk, but I'm like, nope. I went into carving this as an eagle. He's gonna stay an eagle. So my next one, I know to make like the neck longer and the eyes so that one's not looking off into the distance, because he's got a little bit of a lazy eye, which is okay. I was gonna fix it, and then I'm like, nope, that's how he is. I'm a little critical of my work, of myself, like, because I want it to be realistic as possible, because I'm so into realism, but I'll get better as I go. So yeah, this is my eagle. I'm still learning. Otherwise I'd say, oh yeah, do this, do that, but I'm not ready to like teach because I'm still learning how to carve, so far. Here's my eagle. Definitely came out looking like a hawk. Yeah, but I originally painted him. I originally painted him to look like an eagle, so I decided to paint him like an eagle. I definitely thought of painting him like a hawk. Yeah, it does look like a hawk. Or as my neighbor said, a plump eagle. Well, anyway, here he is. You smiling?
Whoa.
Careful with him.
Just walking.